Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, October 28th, here in sunny Iizuka, Kyushu Institute of Technology, for second period English 4C. Few things that we have to do today. Number one, I have to tell you that the class next week will be on demand. So if you have not yet realized that, we will be on demand next week, which means that you do not have to come to this class, but you still have some work to do. And we're going to be talking about that work this week, as well as the actual material for this week as well, too. So this explanation will take a little bit longer. Oh, I need to turn off there. Now that's a little better. Good. Okay. So first, whoa. Okay, let's get started. Let's see, class 3. So there's an article here on verbal phrases, which I need you guys to read, because after I come back from the on-demand class next week, I want to talk about that. That article is going to be important for the things that we're doing in the class as well as for the test. This article here, the shadow talking article, I'll explain that a little bit more because this is related to the reflection that you'll be doing for this week. This is a video from the same demonstration class that I did, that I show you sometimes for the exercises that we do. And if you did ever watch the entire demonstration class, you would know that I show this to my students because I think it's a very, very important English practice. The Quizlet material is available for this week's homework, but we're not going to be doing Quizlet this week. We're going to be doing more fluency practices. And you have your first listening quiz right here, studying with Netflix. Now, about the quizzes. You can take the quizzes as many times as you like. As many times as you like. If you take this quiz one time and you get only 72% and you want to try again, sure, no problem. Take it again. And maybe you get a little bit better, 75%. You want to try again, try it again. Try it 3 times. Try it 5 times. Try it as many times as you want until November 4th. And Moodle will record the best score. So if you can keep going until you can score 100, great, no problem at all. But the review will not be available until the end of November, okay? You also have your homework, your first homework for chapter 3. Chapter 3 is here, brought it with me. Chapter 3 looks like, sorry, I forgot to get this ready. This is chapter 3. So if you want to get started on the homework for chapter 3, that's available. And then that reflection that I was talking about for shadow talk. We're going to be talking about that in a little bit. Don't worry if you don't completely understand, although I think some of you have already done shadow talking in high school. Now, because I'm not going to be here next week, I'm going to go over the material for the on-demand class that will be happening next week, okay? First, you can read the description there. And then there's another article that I want you to read, this time on Google Translate, okay? Google Translate, oh, wait a minute. Is this you guys? Oh, that shouldn't be there. Sorry. No, that shouldn't be there. That Google Translate should be there because we talked about Google Translate last week. Okay, there's something wrong there. Sorry. That shouldn't be there. All right. Okay, forget about the Google Translate then. Your chapter 3 homework will continue with the answers, okay? And there's more Quizlet material. And the reading quiz here, this reading quiz will be based on what you heard in the listening quiz. So the listening quiz and the reading quizzes are connected just like they were last semester. Listen well to the listening quiz take it as many times as you want, and that will help you do better on the reading quiz. Now, also the reading quiz, take it as many times as you want. If you want to take it 10 times, no problem at all. Moodle will record your final score. It will give you a good chance to see what kind of questions will be on the final test. And taking the quiz many times is probably the best way to study for the test. Okay, you have your homework submission again for chapter 3. This time it's a second one. And this reflection, I'm going to have to change that. I didn't realize that this is still the same Google Translate reflection that I gave you last semester. In any case, I will have a reflection for you. It will not be about Google Translate. It'll be a little bit easier. It will be a video that you have to watch and answer the question to. I'm sorry about that. Otherwise, yeah, that's the material. So we'll be back together in this classroom on November 11th. November 11th will be class number 5. But I also wanted to tell you that the 8th class, the 8th class, which is going to be on a Tuesday, is also going to be on demand, okay? That's going to be on demand for you. And be careful about the TOEIC test that will be time for you to take on December 16th. That TOEIC class is very important for your score. It's about 25% of your score for this class. The written test that we'll be doing here will also be on demand. That doesn't need me to be here. It will be the final thing that you have to do. So you can take that anywhere that you like. You can use this room. This room is already reserved if you're already on campus. Otherwise, if a lot of other teachers are doing open classes, then that will be something that you can do from home. All right. Okay, so there are a lot of on-demand classes. This one is next week. Just remember that, and as we go through the class, I'll keep reminding you that we're on demand on certain weeks. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at jdmcruz@gmail.com, and have a good class, everyone.